And are you refreshed? Good. Now what? Further back. You are the one.
Hello, Abraham. It's a big honor to be here again. Okay, so I'm a chiropractor, and so I work with people that are basically coming to me to help them to, from my point of view, reduce the resistance and enhance life. And so, and I love your work. I love helping people to be more in the flow. The thing is, I constantly learn about different healers, and I'm noticing that the energy of healing is becoming faster and faster. People do less and less and get more and more what you will call miracles. And many times it's not because they're talking. It's not about what they're saying. It's about who they are, what they're doing. Sometimes it can be just by the little touch, and it can create a big change.
Well, it has to do with two things and two things only: the power of their desire and the readiness of their allowing. It's that combination that equals what you are calling the healing every time. So someone with a slight desire and a lot of resistance would just sort of move along in discomfort chronically. Someone with powerful desire and powerful resistance would be powerfully uncomfortable, but might, in a moment of non-attention to what's bothering them, allow a sort of miraculous thing. They usually don't maintain it for very long because their habit of thought goes back to what they're usually thinking about, and soon they're back to where they were. And then there are those who have strong desire because of what they've been living, who can be coached or encouraged into some alignment that then have not necessarily a miraculous recovery, but something that just increasingly gets better until the discomfort has dissipated altogether, and they usually maintain that.
I understand. How can I help? How can I be part of their process? If my intention is to assist them, they pay me money to do that. I feel it's I feel that this is I'm here on earth to serve, to help people, to serve people, serve humanity.
Well,
how can I be part of that process?
It's a wonderful question, and the answer really revolves around this understanding. If your dominant attention to them is upon the current discord they are feeling and resistance that must be present, and you go to work from that perspective, you help them not at all, or it's slow as it comes along. If your attention is upon the desire for well-being that they have put into their vortex as a result of where they are, then you can help them a great deal by focusing upon their wellness, holding the attention, and therefore amplifying the energy of that, and then by doing that, assisting them in discovering alignment with that energy. It's much more of an energy thing than it is anything else, which means it's a focus thing more than anything else, which means, are you focused upon the discomfort that they are currently having or the well-being that they are seeking? And it's interesting because not all chiropractors are the same. Not all have been trained the same. Not all do the same. Not all sense the same. And very few are aware of energy. So most are approaching it from the standpoint of, well, here's where you are, and this and this and this are out of whack. So let me focus upon what's out of whack and see if I can't whack it back into whack to some degree.
Perfect.
Where Where if you are thinking about energy, you are aware that they are out of whack because they're in pain and they are telling you that. So you know what they don't want, but you're wise enough to know that in all of that, that they have been asking, that their cells have been asking, that there is a body of energy that exists in a vibrational vortex that you are focusing upon. So you're getting a feeling of who they really are, and you have your eye on who they really are as you were inspired to touch their body. So that the inspiration that flows through you is flowing toward the solution, not trying to correct the problem.
Yes.
It's a whole different energy that flows through you. And in doing so, what you do, you see, when you line up with what's in their vortex, and you're lined up with what's in your vortex, and the inspiration and energy is flowing through you, there is much higher probability of their energy rising to meet that level. And so their resistance fades away. In the moment, their resistance fades away. And their body becomes compliant. Their body becomes a cooperative component to their intention, which they cannot articulate, by the way, to their intention and to your knowing of their wellness, you see.
Yes. So as a matter of fact, I don't actually have to do anything. I can just need to be.
Yes.
And see the perfection, and just being basically in trying to be a field where healing can occur.
Well stated. The combination, perfectly stated, however, or in addition. There is no, from our perspective, as we are aware of human healing, there is no better combination than gentle touch in combination with clear focus. So if the touch that you apply is soothing in nature,
and it is,
they will expect results, most of them more from your touch than they will from the power of your mind. You're not going to teach them the power of your mind. You're going to project it and cause you heard us talking the other day about tending to your vibration and letting your vibration train your vibration upward, letting the vibration of your vortex train your vibration upward. And what we mean by that is the vortex, your vortex, is spinning and calling you, and in the absence of resistance, your vibration must raise. It's the reason that the meditation that we're talking about is about quieting the mind by focusing upon the rhythm of the music, and in the absence of resistance, the vortex trains your vibration upward. Well, in this analogy, you stand as an example, or a surrogate, or a satellite dish beaming in. A facilitator is a perfect word. But more than facilitator, you stand as a stand-in, as a representative of their vortex. In other words, their vortex is out of reach to them. They're in pain. Their vortex is out of reach to them. That's why they're in pain. They haven't known about their vortex. That's why our friend wants them to be born remembering about their vortex. In other words, they're out of whack about that. They're vibrationally out of whack before they've got physically, in terms of their apparatus, out of whack. So you stand as a representative of their vortex, like you've beamed the energy in up close and personal to them. So as you hold that knowing, that's how all healers heal. That when you sat before Jesus dripping your illness, or any number of healers, there were many, he did not allow himself to see your illness. Instead, he knew your wellness. It was a vibrational thing that took place, you see. But in this day and age, with people coming to you, expecting you to do something about it, as you softly adjust them with your talented understanding of their physical apparatus, in combination with your knowledge of their well-being, it's the perfect combination. The tricky thing is to have your hands on what they consider to be a broken body and not let their opinion of their body win you over. to be able to know their wellness while you're observing their illness is not possible. You have to be oblivious to their illness. You can't have their illness active in your vibration. So as you stand there in your knowing, they'll feel better just knowing you're there. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, you know what words we would offer to them? Help's on the way. Help's on the way. In other words, and let them think by that you mean you, even though what you mean is your cells are calling, the source is flowing. I'm only a facilitator to help you allow the help that was on the way. You see, really good.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are you?